Well, hi guys, and welcome back. So today is finally the day, and as you can see, I pretty much have a planner mess laid out in front of me. But it's okay because that's how I really wanted to start this, just because I wanted to show you that, like, sometimes planning is a mess. So yeah, basically I set out all my goodies and I ran out of time, so I had to go to work, but it's okay because I'm home now. And yeah, so we are going to get into this. I am going to create my very first vision board. So, like, in one way, I'm really excited, and then in another way, I'm like absolutely terrified. So, here we go, guys. Dun dun dun. Okay, so the mess is now officially gone. We no longer have that. I'm back to my normal little boarded paper thingy here in the background, which definitely could need like changed over. Hey, Bert. Okay, so let's see here. So to start with, let's see. How did I start this? Okay, so I went through and basically just made a list since, we are like almost done with September, so that leaves us with October, November, and December of 2020. So I just made some simple, easy goals that I could look towards and like possibly do, there are things I should be doing anyways, but these are basically my goals for the remainder of 2020. And then I started looking into 2021, which I know, right? Like, who even knows what that's gonna bring? But, like, these are like my 2021 and beyond goals. So these are like larger, long term goals, and these are easy, simple things that I could like start implementing in my day to day routines. So, and of course, I made a list because I started realizing, like, I wrote down adventures, and it's like, okay, that's cool. Adventures to where? Like, adventures to my kitchen. Okay, because, like, that was a big thing in April. It was like, oh my God, guys, I made it from the couch to the kitchen today. Woo! So yeah, so I made sure that I like looked up some places in my home state, which is Pennsylvania, and after looking at some of those, I was like, oh my God, like I really can't wait until we get this whole COVID thing taken care of, and please vaccines, um, but yeah, like I really can't wait until we can actually like get back into like a semi-normal routine, and because I really do want to like I visited some of these places and like it brought back that memory of like oh my God, like we can go explore again in that. So like there's things to look forward to. So yeah, that's basically how I started this is I just said, okay, what can I do for the remainder of the year, and then what do I got up for next year and then beyond that. So we are definitely looking towards the future. Okay, so the other thing that I did is I started to decide like, okay, what can I visualize those with? Okay, because it is a vision board. So of course I got lots of pictures of myself because I'm a dork, and it's good to have pictures of yourself. And I made sure that I got pictures from like a couple years ago because like this would have been my first day teaching, and so it brought back memories of that. And like this is the most recent one, so this is the new location that I'm at, and look how shiny and clean it is. It's oh my God, it's fabulous. Okay, so yeah, I got that. And the other thing is I just wanted to see like myself with different hairstyles. Like I don't know why that was important, but I was like, oh my God, look at all the different hairstyles I've had in like the last 4 years. So, and of course, this is what I want my hair to. I know it's not going to look like that. Sadly, that's model hair. But, like, I do want to attempt something like that. So that's like my 2021 goal whenever it's like actually safe to go to the hairstylist again. So, yeah, apparently my vision board's turned into hair. It's because I had a really bad haircut I should probably show that picture to you sometimes, but you know, whenever we get to know each other a little bit better. But I got a really bad haircut back in 2018, and guys, it was horrible. Like, I actually had to get hair extensions to cover up how horrible it was, and so yeah, that's pretty much why the whole hair thing's like a big thing to me, because I finally have enough hair on my head again that I can actually start looking forward to doing stuff with it. So, okay, so back to our vision board here. Okay, so we have the 2020 goals. So I chose this one. I found this one on Google. So I was like, okay, that's going to be my yoga. Of course, we have reading more. Painting. Okay, I've always said that I'm going to do this, and then I just like chicken out on it. But I found this really good book. It's a 15-minute watercolor masterpieces book by, who is it? Anna. It's really small print. I'm trying to read it, guys. Koladich, I think, possibly. I'll see if I could try to get like a link and put it down below. But her book, like, I got to see a preview of it, and it looks absolutely fantastic and amazing. And I'm just saying that if I could even get something like semi decent to this, like, God, I'm in. Okay, so like, I've always wanted to do watercolor. I think it's beautiful, and I've just never had the guts to go through with it, because I was like, there's no way possible that I can do that. So yeah, so painting is definitely one of my gigs now. So at least by November, whenever I have like a crap ton of extra time, that's my goal. That's my November goal right there. Of course, I'm going to be practicing gratitude. I actually have a happy workplace now. Who would have guessed? So that's exciting. Of course, I want more kitty time. Like, who doesn't want more kitty time? Definitely when you have a kitty like Mr. Bird. And he loves planners too. So like, it's like a match made in heaven. I do want to cook more. Definitely with the return back to work. So like, that's taken away from that. So that's that little coffee there with the cute little creamery leaf. He's so amazing. So yeah, that's going to be my cooking more. And of course, I'm going to find stickies and stuff like that. And of course, hair care is my new biggest thing, because I really want my hair back to what it used to be. I want my hair back, ladies, okay? It's been 2 years. Okay, so moving on to the 2021 beyond, I figured with to pay my debts down, because again, like, who doesn't want to pay their debts down and become debt free? So I'm just going to use like those little piggy bank money stickers. Let's see here. Own a home. I've always wanted a cottage home. Like, oh my God, if I could have this home right here, like, ugh. But yeah, like that's seriously, that's my dream home. So we are going to try to figure out how to make that happen. And I decided, okay, I want to get better at my blogging. Of course, I want to focus more on my Etsy shop, which, if you noticed how these two are, yeah, if I can learn how to watercolor like that and start making some cute little stickies, heck yeah, guys, I will definitely load that up for you. And of course, my YouTube channels, I'm always improving, always trying to learn new things with that. So I just figured I'm just going to sum those all up here with my Stitchpiration banner that you see on the top of most of my pages. What else do I got on here? Okay, teaching. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I used to teach in the classroom, and like, I had a lot of fun with that. But again, like, working that plus working my night shift, it was just too many hours, and it sucked the life out of my day. So I do want to get back into teaching eventually, sometime in my life. I would love, love, love to teach online. But the thing that is like inhibiting me from doing that full time is the fact that I need my map from Penn State. So that again is another one of my 2021 and beyond goals. Probably not in 2021. I want to focus on these debts before I even do that. But yeah, that is a lifetime goal for sure. I have Ray's graduation coming up. I did mark it down for 2021, even though it's supposed to happen in December. But I just figured, like, I don't want to jinx the little guy. So, yeah, he is to be graduating from the Marines here soon. So, that again is, something to be looking forward to. And it's going to be so exciting to see the different places where he travels and what he's going to be up to. And okay, and then that leaves us with the adventures, which, like I said, I just listed off a couple things in my own state. And I was like, heck yeah, like I don't even need to leave the state. I have so many cool things in my state. And of course, like I'm a history buff. So, like Pennsylvania is the place you want to be at. So, yeah, that's basically how I gathered up my supplies. And there's one more thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, and of course, my little journal that I've been keeping throughout this whole book club. So I went ahead and left 2 pages blank because, again, I was supposed to have this done by Sunday, but hey, life happens and it's okay. And I didn't want to rush this, so I just marked it off with a little Make Do Create sticky. And yeah, so I have my pages. We are ready. And yeah, guys, so we are going to create now. Okay, so OMG, guys, like this is really happening. And yeah, so it ended up being like a really long process. So again, I'm going to just speak over it. Again, I apologize. It's just I'm not a really good speaker while I'm doing. So I'm going to quick check on the chapters of this book, and it actually turns out that this page right here is made for the vision board. So who would have knew? It's like I'm loving that love your life and if you don't, change it sticker. Like I think that's going to be the motto of my vision board. So, all right, so just to go ahead and get us started here, I'm going to go ahead and trim up these photos that I printed. I did not print them off using my sprocket. Instead, there was just like too many of them. And I did like the square shape, so I ended up just printing them off of my computer with just like a regular basic inkjet printer. And like I think they came out pretty good. I mean, they're not like the best of photos, but I mean, I don't really care. Just as long as I got some quick little cute photos that I could use to put this together. And I mean, I am just saying, like, okay, the trimming them up and cutting them, like this part right here, like this was the most time consuming. It took forever. I didn't think it was gonna end, and I was like, Lord, please don't let me lose my planner mojo while I'm trimming these photos. Because I don't know what has gotten into me, but it's like I came home, like I had a really good night at work, and I came home and I was like, heck yeah, man, like I'm getting this vision board done. No more am I saying we're waiting until the weekend, or today's not the right day, or when I can do this, or if I had that. And it's like, nope, 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 nope. We are printing these off. I'm going to work and I'm going to come home and make this vision board. So, heck yeah, productivity. So, okay, let's see here. We are still trimming these guys up. And I just, I love the wide, like, array and assortment of these photos. Like, if you were just at, like, a first glance and you would be looking at them, you'd be like, what do these things even have in common? And yeah, the answer is me. I, I just have, like, so many different things. I don't know. I don't even know what you would even call that, but yet at the same time, and then I'm an introvert and I enjoy staying home. So yeah, it's I don't know. It's like too many personalities in one or something. So, all right, let's see here. The last things that I have to trim up are these cute little photos of myself. And okay, I think I'm going to try to keep the heart on this one. I kind of dig it. That was actually a selfie, a work selfie of myself that I took last year. Which, oh my god, I almost chopped my head off on that one on the bottom. So, getting crazy with the Fiskars. And okay, so there we go. Let's get that out of the way. And holy crap, finally have all of my photos trimmed and ready to go. And okay, so now I'm staring at some blank pages. So, like, what do I even do with this thing? Like, this is the first vision board that I have ever created. Like, I've always wanted to, and then I just, like, like, kind of like the watercolor thing. I just kind of chicken out on it, and it's like, well, maybe another time. Maybe whenever you have this, or maybe when you have that. And it's like, well, Stephanie kind of pushed us to do it this week, didn't she? So, I guess we're making a vision board. Okay. So, like, I don't know. I'm thinking it's just kind of like memory planning, except for you're like memory planning for the future. Is that like true planning? Okay, so, let's see here. Is this going to give me enough room? Like, I want all of these photos on here. I know they're all going to fit on there. Like, there's no way I could even do like a double, like taping another page on there, because then that would just be crazy. Like, okay, no, I can do this. Where there's a will, there is a way. So maybe chop off some of this extra white, and oh my god, I like how that looks. Okay, so creative juices are flowing. Well, let's see here. Maybe move Bert up and move these over. Put my hair down here. And you know what? Like, my hair actually almost kind of resembles that in that one photo. Like, did I actually have that hair and I didn't know it? Like, what? But, okay, alright. So, okay, the reading can go with the yoga and food. Like, those are, like, the three things I need in life right there. Reading, yoga, food. Okay. And, of course, great looking hair. Okay, so I know I'm going to start with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my banner down here. And I'm just going to line it up. And, oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so, woo, 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 woo. Okay, we need to take Mr. Turtle's advice here. Okay, stop, breathe. Oh my god, that's not even correcting it. So, yeah, this is one thing that I completely forgot about. When you print with an inkjet printer, do not rub the photo like you would, like a sticker, because the ink smears. So, yeah, I just completely jacked the very first thing that I put on this page. I'm like terrified to put anything on here. And you know what? No, I am not letting that ruin my groove. I covered up most of the black smear with the watercolor sticker. Oh my god. Okay, so it's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna move along. We're gonna move along. Everything's gonna be okay. And yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and braze it. And we're going with the pen. And like, I'm thinking, like, this might be, I think it would be really cool to make like a checklist. Like, we like checking things off. So maybe if I make this like a giant fun to-do list, like how we do those seasonal things. It's like, oh man, it's fall time, so here's my fall bucket list, and then we like check the items off. Like, I'm thinking that's how I'm gonna rock on with this. And notice that I'm patting the photos down. We are not rubbing the photos. And yes, I just tried to blow a hair off and just blew all my photos off the page. So oh my god, I'm so happy that I filmed this. This is freaking precious. Okay, so Yeah, it's very rare that I use the travel sticker book. So when I actually have the opportunity, I'm using it. So heck yeah, that is okay. So I have like the first goal of creating more. So that's my blogging, my Etsy, my YouTube, and of course my learning to paint. And now we're moving on to exploring more. And I'm wondering if I could like kind of like piggyback these, but I don't know. So I think I'm gonna move those up. So all right. So this is from the Planner Babe journaling sticker. So heck yeah, getting some decoration with some functional on the inside. My little opening planners, journaling stickers. I love you. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna mark down. I'm gonna mark down the places that I want to go visit, because like I really don't have room for them to put them on the page directly, and I don't want to forget them because like I did have a lot of fun looking them up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jot them down in here. So, and I mean, it is gonna be good times whenever I go and actually have the chance to do them. And I mean, yeah, we went to Gettysburg last year and it was like fantastic. So I will go back to that. And okay, what was it? Penn's Caves. We actually went to those before too, but again, I'm all for repeats. And the rest of them are places that, sad to say, because again, I'm an introvert and I don't go anywhere, but I would love to go to like any one of these places. Like if you said, hey, this weekend, and granted, like, you know, we didn't have this whole mess that we have now, but you know, like if it was like back in 2019 and we could like time travel back then and you were like, hey, this weekend we're going to get in our time machine and we're going to go to Centralia, I'd be like, heck yeah, let's go check out that ghost town. So okay, back to Ray. And, you know, I kind of thought of him in that kayak. It kind of like went with the explorations too. I mean, he's probably not going to have a lot of time after he graduates. I understand that, but you never know. Like maybe we might have that one weird opportunity where we can go and explore. So, eh, you never know. So we're planning for the future because I'm just, hey, Mr. Burt. See, you never know when Mr. Burt's going to set his butt on our planner. Oh my God, Bert. Like, no. Like, Mummy is already having a hard enough time putting this together. And I know my goal is more kitty time. It's just, I don't know, maybe like not while we're planning. Can we like do one goal at a time? So, okay, here we go. This is for Ray. So we are going to plan to celebrate his graduation and when he returns back home for who knows how long, like nobody knows, but he'll be coming back sometime. Okay, and yeah, this like freaking awesome picture of myself. Which, okay, I love the fact that I love looking at pictures of myself now. And if you are someone who was like me and you like dreaded selfies and photos of yourself, I'm with you, okay? I was like that. And yeah, I don't know. Like there's just now granted, okay, it did start with me doing my psychology major and they did make us like write nice things about ourselves and that like kind of what we did last week. So like I think that had a lot to do with it. And I don't know, just ever since I started taking those courses, like yeah, I love looking at photos of myself and like, guys, look at my frizzy hair right now. Like that is my after work hair. It's very rare that you see my head in the plan with me's, but I wanted to make sure that this was in frame and sometimes I gotta make an appearance. And you know what? I'm cool with it because, you know, hey, planner's got a plan. So, okay, let's see here. We're going to try to layer these, which it feels really weird not working with stickers. And notice I'm patting them down. I am not rubbing them like you would a sticker. We've made that mistake once. We're not doing it again. And okay, and of course, okay, yeah, I can trim this down for sure. And okay, so those are my three. I would say like those are the easiest goals right there. Like, I could start cooking more on the weekends. I know it's going to be a little bit tough Monday through Friday, and like no one's here to eat the food if I did cook it anyways. So yeah, I could try to cook more Saturday and Sunday. I'm already reading more, which is fantastic. I'm making myself read 20 minutes a day, which is hilarious because that is my goal. And I'm just going to say, like, I exceed that. Like, once you get to a good part, you just keep reading. And of course, my next mission is to get back into yoga. And I'm telling you, that hair is going to happen. Like, I'm feeling it this year. Which, oh god, like I want my hair back, guys. I do, and I think I actually do have it back. Like, it just needs cut, because, like I said, it's been a long time since I've had it, like, cut the way I want it. Now, granted, okay, yeah, there it is. It's in the frame. Okay, so the picture of me, like, way on the top, not even on the page yet, that's a picture of me after I got my hair corrected. And again, I had to wait a year after the, like, super horrible haircut from you know where happened. And, like, my hair was actually, like, really long. So, you gotta realize, like, that's me after a year of waiting to get it cut. And that was the longest that they could make it to where it was evened out. Like, the lady actually cut off all the hair off of one side of my head. I had, like, half a mullet. I had a mullet on the right side of my face. And then I don't even know what happened on the left side. All I know is when I went to, like, because my first, yeah, I mean, like when something like that happens to you, you try to go to another hair salon and you're like, can you please fix me? And they all started screaming and the one lady even cried. So, so I mean, they did. They helped me out. They gave, they gave me hair extensions for the one side of my head. But, like, other than that, there was nothing they could do. Um, I just basically had to learn that hair grows back. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, I have to share photos of this or something for you to understand. But yeah, see, I was really happy in that photo because I was like, oh my God, like I actually have somewhat decent hair to where I could actually wear it down. Okay. And of course, like I got my photos of bird on there, and I was able to fit everything on these two pages, with the exception of the paying my debts off. Like, I don't know if any of you noticed that, but yeah. I mean, I think I know that I need to pay those off. Okay, like that is like literally one of my biggest goals. And we don't really want to poopify a fun layout, do we? We'll keep those debt payments in the budget planner, okay? That's for the home planner. Um and I mean technically I can't really buy and own a cottage home unless I do get those down. So, baby steps. Okay, so let's see here. I brought out this Mega Rainbow sticker book because they do have a bunch of these little squares or I guess rectangle stickers, and they're in like a bunch of fun different colors that you normally don't get out of the regular colorful boxes sticker book. So I think I'm just gonna dig through that. I'm gonna use that as headers. And okay, so let's see here. Like the one I got is enjoy work, which I'm actually doing for like the first time in like what, 5 years? I mean, granted, okay, I had fun this summer. I did. I really did. It was fun, but it wasn't like my actual location, and it was kind of depressing when they moved me. So, hey, like, yeah. So, let's see here. We're just going to finish up here. So, these are a quick glimpse of some of the goodies that I used to create this vision board. And I can't believe that we actually did it, guys. So, heck yeah. Thank you so much for sticking it through with me. And yeah, again, thank you. And I do greatly appreciate it. And please remember to subscribe to see more. And also check me out on Instagram.